Hello to all that is watching, and welcome to my first Twitch live stream featuring the Rome to Realism project. We are currently still in our beta, and just want to show you guys some cool stuff. So today lately I've been working on getting all the historical battles re-implemented from vanilla. They were really buggy. Still working on it. And then I also recreated a lot of quick battles. So today I'm going to feature a few battles, and then I'll kind of show off the campaign map a bit and just kind of talk about all the features and goodies that we're going to be featuring in our next beta, which would be beta 3, hopefully out in the next few weeks. We really just need to do unit cards. Once unit cards are done, this thing is going to be ready to put out there. So yeah, let's check it out. So first we have, our menu, which this is done by our guy Zeofox, our Saka nomadic, he's just an archaeologist from Kazakhstan. He's an expert with nomadic tribes and stuff, but he's also pretty good with graphics and menu and user interface. And we were brainstorming, we came up with this idea to get kind of like a medieval 2/Rome 2 look, but also keep the feel of Rome 1 vanilla. So we went with the guy from the box cover, put him on there. And then check out the Imperial Campaign. It's very, very similar to the way medieval 2 is set up. We've got all of our faction symbols implemented now to showcase all our factions, and all of our factions have updated maps. So some mods don't have updated maps, and you think you're playing in one spot of the map, and really you're playing somewhere else. So Rome has Italy, the Berbers. Not Berbers. They used to be the Berbers. I keep calling them Berbers in my mind, but they're the Nabateans. They have northwestern Arabia. You have the Hellenistic kingdoms, which used to be blue in the vanilla-ish campaigns, but now that we're going realistic, they've been changed to kind of like a light red, maroonish. I don't know. It's just a weird red color that was featured by Bactria in the Platinum Edition campaigns long ago. As you can see, they have Epirus, they have Cyrene, Pergamon, and they have the Bosporan Kingdom. Right now we're at 270 BC, but maybe in the future we'll think about going 280 BC. We'll get Pyrrhus over here in Italy to fight it out with Rome. We have the Sarmatians over here. As you can see, look at the little character portraits. We took them from BI for Barbarian Invasion, but we've replaced helmets and the medieval looking stuff with the nomadic caps and hats that they used. And once again, you can thank Zeofox for that. And you can also thank Zeofox for the background here. As you can see, nice little clouds and a plain steppe to showcase that they weren't really inside much. They were actually outside on their pastures, working with their herds. Here's a little bug right here. I think it's because we have Confederacy of the Sarmatians. Now it says Confederacy of Sarmatia, but over here I believe it's Confederacy of the Sarmatians. I believe it's too long to fit, and that's why it's kind of buggy right here. So we'll have to fix that. You have the Antigonid Kingdom. And as you can see, another little feature here is we've gotten the picture enabled to where we can showcase the best unit of every faction. For right now we're showcasing the Hetairoi, or the companion cavalry from Macedon. As you can see, early legionary first cohort for Rome. Some factions we haven't gotten to yet, as you can see. But there you can see we have showcased their best unit, or their most popular unit, or most well-known. You know the deal. Another cool thing is, I wish we had a little tooltip for it if you scrolled over, but you have a little signifiers down here for each faction. So if you're going to play this Antagonids, you have 4 family members, 5 buildings, and 3 standing armies. So that's kind of how that works. and gives you a little bit of idea of what you'll start off with. And everybody starts off with 10,000 right now. The Ptolemies, which actually we changed this guy. They don't look pharaonic anymore. Ptolemies, man, they really start off good. That's a money maker right there. They have the entire Eastern Mediterranean. You got the Seleucids, which we're trying to make it so up here in the east and the northeast, they're going to have some trouble with public order. If you play as a Seleucid, that's basically what you should be expecting. Carthage, over here, we got a lot. They pretty much will make the most money. They're I believe they are easy to play as. Obviously, militarily not as easy, but campaign-wise, they should never have trouble with money or being able to hire troops. We got the Parthians. With the Parthians, we have been working on them a lot. We are working extremely hard with Parthia and having them start off as nomadic, and as they expand south and west into Persia and the Mesopotamian regions, our goal is to get them to become more of an Eastern culture. And we're doing that through traits, buildings, units. Pretty cool stuff. We'll see how it goes. You guys can test it for us. Pontus. We got Gauls, which Gauls will start off in Gaul, Cisalpine Gaul, and they'll also start off in Noricum. There's so many Celtic cultures at this time frame. It's really hard to represent all of them. So we've decided to use the Gauls and the Celtic tribes to represent all the Celts in the world at this time. The Germanic tribes, we haven't really worked on them much. They're actually going to be a pretty weak faction in this beta. We got the Celtic tribes, and as you can see, they have all the Celtic areas that the Gauls don't. I mean, they have the Arverni tribe, the Belgae, the Britons, the Celts, Iberians. They have the Boii. So up here and down here in Italy, they represent the Celts and Tylus, and they also represent the Galatians. So you think, oh, they're overpowered. Well, not really, because they're all in separate pockets of the map. So they're not really unified. The only place they're really unified is up here near Britain, which represents the Vanilla Britons. For all of you Vanilla Britons fans who love the Britannic tribes, you can still play as the Britannic tribes through the Celtic tribes. Armenia, I feel is just like an overlooked faction every mod, and we've overlooked them as well. But hopefully we can get on them soon. They are very, very hard to research, especially militarily. We've been trying to get in contact with some native Armenians to see if they have any books or knowledge on their army. So far, not so much luck. We're having to use other mods and other works to see what we can do for them. Have the Dacians, the Greeks, which are very spread out. And hold on one second. I'm back. Sorry, just thought somebody was at the door. Never thought somebody would come knocking at my door at this time, but you never know. Anyways, yes, the Greeks, they are kind of spread out, but they don't have too much. They have Sparta, they have Athens, they have Rhodes, they have Syracuse, and then they have Massilia and Emporion. They don't have anything up here, and they don't have anything, they don't have a cluster of cities in Greece. They just have two. So they're not going to be overpowered like they are in some mods. Numidia is going to be tough to play as, but that's why I wanted to keep the Numidians in the game. I know a lot of mods just say, oh, the Numidians, we don't need them. They get rid of Numidians for super factions or some kind of Celtic tribe or Sparta or something. Well, I wanted to keep the Numidians because I know personally I have had a lot of fun playing as Numidia, trying to overtake Carthage, trying to fight Rome. There was the great AAR that was made for Numidia. Jackosaurus played as Numidia, and it's just a fun faction to play. It's a very challenging faction to play. It's worth having in the game. And then here is our most advanced faction, I guess you could say, in development. As you can see, look at the Saka Horse Archers. Very nice looking. Zeofox is personally just overhauling the Scythians into the Saka. I mean, we've got a brand new symbol. They have a brand new faction color. It's not orange anymore. Brand new unit roster. Brand new system. It's just, the Saka is going to be a very, very dynamic and historically accurate faction to play as. I know Europa Barbarorum features them, but we're trying to put a more personal touch to them instead of just making them another faction. And obviously, we're going to make every faction personalized. But the Saka is our first faction to make personalized, and that's because Zeofox just has an undying passion for the cultures that he studies and excavates up in Kazakhstan. So this faction, when the beta comes out, try it out. Try to make the Indo-Scythian kingdoms. Try to fight off the Bactrians and the Seleucids and the Parthians. Try to expand west. Take out the Sarmatians. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to try them as well at some point. You have the Iberians, which a lot of mods try to just represent the Celt-Iberians or the Lusitanians. We went another direction. We are representing all the actual quote-unquote Iberian tribes, the actual Iberians. They're not Celticized, they're not natives to the region. These are the Indo-Europeans that feature the Tartesians, the Editanians, Jugurthians, Contestatani. There's all those tribes and civilizations along the southeast part of Iberia. Those are going to be what these guys are featured as. As you can see in the little faction map over here, the Lusitania Rebel and the Celt-Iberians, they're featured by the Celts. So, we'll see what happens in the future, but for right now, we want to actually represent the Iberians and not the Celt-Iberians or the Lusitanians by the Iberian tribes. Last, but especially not least, especially if you're going to be playing Rome Total Realism, you have to have the Illyrians featured. I don't understand why most mods just kick the Illyrians to the curb. Europa Barbarorum 2, especially, they still will not have the Illyrians, which I just don't understand, because there was specific Illyrian wars waged against them, and at that time, around 230 BC, they had their own unified kingdom, and they were extremely good pirates. They are more interesting of a faction than Numidia, and I would say that they rival about Armenia, Germania, Iberia. If you look at all the factions that players play as, you'll see players playing as the Ptolemies, the Seleucids, Carthage, Macedon, even the Hellenic kingdoms, especially Rome. You don't see people playing as, I want to play as the Dacians. Nobody wants to play as the Armenians. Nobody wants to play as even the Gauls that I've seen. So why not add the Illyrians? Who is going to be put in above the Illyrians? Somebody will shout, Sparta. I want Sparta. Well, you know what? I'm so sick and tired of Sparta, because Sparta is in every game, and honestly, Sparta is not that important in our time frame. They had a little bit of a chance, and they lost, and they were conquered, and once Rome came into the area, Sparta was insignificant. If this was a Peloponnesian War mod, if this was even an Alexander mod, maybe Sparta would be in. But Sparta is just as important as Athens or Rhodes, whereas they weren't significant enough to be their own faction. If the Greeks were to have a standalone faction instead of a super faction, it would probably be the Achaean League, because they were the most significant players in this time frame. But so, yeah, Sparta's not in, but the Illyrians were, because in my opinion, the Illyrians were more important. They had their own culture, they were unique, and honestly, even in the vanilla map, there's a big void right here in the Western Balkans that needs to be filled, and the Illyrians are perfect for that. So that's just a preview of all of our factions. We are going to get into I'll try to show you one historical battle, one that looks pretty good right now. We have a lot of work to do. Some of them look really silly. Like Siege of Sparta, it looks like you're in the middle of a desert, and the city's like all screwed up. The same could have been said for Gergovia, but our historical battles guy, Mandoni, he was able to solve that issue. So Gergovia works pretty good. Trasimene I just fixed today. Trebia as well. Telamone works decently. Rawfield works okay. Asculum works good. I think I'll go. I want to go with a more interesting one. I will go with Cynocephalae. We'll fight the Macedonians. The battlefield looks amazing, and the units look pretty good on it too. So let's go ahead and fight this one. Alright, so a little bit of the changes I made is they're all the same from vanilla, but I was able to get different skins in from them. But for Macedon, I replaced some of their cavalry units with Thessalians and Paeonians, just to mix it up a little bit. Also, their Thracians. Our Thracians look different now. Our Illyrians look pretty good as well. It's just a lot different. It's very similar, but they're just not colorful like they used to be, and it's just nice to see realistic-looking uniforms out there. Now, as I said before, the unit cards, they are what we have left. I mean, literally, this beta would be out today if I had these unit cards done. So if anybody wants to pitch in a hand, anybody wants to lend any help, or know of anybody that would, we need somebody to just help us speed up the pace with the unit cards. Anyways, we'll go challenging.
Thessaly, northern Greece. This is the army of Titus Flaminius, camped below the Cynocephalae ridge. It is morning, and Flaminius has sent a scout party up onto the ridge to survey the terrain. 2 days have passed since the Macedonians were first sighted at Pherae to the south. There, Flaminius defeated Philip in a cavalry skirmish. Flaminius suspects that the enemy are close by. How right he will turn out to be. Philip has formed his phalanx spearmen into a line across the top of the ridge. It's going to be a difficult battle. Phalanx spearmen are tough to beat in a frontal assault, especially going uphill. However, not all of Philip's left flank is in position. A decisive strike here could be a chance to seize the initiative. To arms, then. To the task at hand. May the strength of the eagle carry the day.
Alright. So, Nice little video still. I mean, if you compare that video to the vanilla video, you'll realize that in the original battle, you'd be playing as a Scipii right now instead of, Rome. And the graphics of the battlefield, I feel like this looks so much better. Like this, the grass right here with the whole little flowers. I love it. I love that sky too. That sky is just beautiful. So anyways, we'll fight this. I'll show off some skins real quick that we've done. Obviously, a lot of the skins that we have in place are from, other mods or unit packs that, make things look more realistic. Like, for instance, we have the Ferris Legions 1.3, I believe. They kept the vanilla-ish look. I think his latest version has his own look, which didn't really fit into the schematics that we were wanting. But yeah, I mean, the Triarii, the Hastati, over here you have the Principes. Where are they? Here they are. They just look a little bit more accurate, and these are my favorite legions out of all the legions made by users. I know some like the Prometheus legions. I also, a close second would be the Rome Total Realism Platinum Edition legions, which I will be incorporating them as well. I just don't know how to mix them up. I think we're gonna make a lot of allied cohorts and stuff, and we'll mix and match with these legions and the Polybian one, or the Platinum Edition ones, to see what units get to what models and what skins and so on and so forth. But then you have over here the Greek Peltasts. This is from like an 2005 mod pack. Maximus Minimus, he had a Carthaginian pack, and in the pack he included a few Greek mercenary textures, and I've used this one because I thought it looked pretty good for a mercenary unit. And then our hoplites over here are from Warspite, his mercenary pack, which gives a lot more realistic textures to mercenary hoplites. The standard bearer is still vanilla-ish, so we gotta change him up still, but it's not that big of a deal. And then the elephants, these guys right here are Numidian archers, reskinned by myself. I just gave them some red tunics to differentiate themselves from the original Numidian skins that Warspite did. So yeah, just here and there you're gonna find a few new skins and models for this beta. And future betas will obviously have a lot more, but for this beta, if you really pay attention to the unit rosters, really it's just vanilla units, some barbarian invasion units, and some Alexander units all combined together, but they all have more realistic skins and models, so you can't really tell that they're all from vanilla, barbarian invasion, or Alexander. And I think that's pretty cool. I think that we've done a good job of limiting or conserving spots by just using vanilla troops. Anyways, enough of my jabbering. Get to the battle and win it. So a bug here is they get stuck. So what I do is I pause, or they get frozen there. These guys move, but these guys up here get frozen. Don't know how to fix it. Don't know if that happened in vanilla, but it's annoying, and the only way to shut them up is to go destroy them. The AI, I don't know why, but it really struggles on this map. But once some contact is made, they kind of get out of their little funk. If you can see that message, looks like he knows what he's talking about. Alright, these guys are actually moving down here. Oh, looks like they broke it. They're working now. Here goes the Thessalian cavalry routing because they did nothing. Here's a look at the Thracian Falxmen, or Thracian infantry. And as you can see, our hoplites, they fight in phalanx formation, as you can see down here, but they have the overhand animation, which is something new that we've included, and we hope it works out well. Our elephants having some fun over here. Anyways, let's see what's going down over here. Oh, for some reason you're going to have to do this yourselves if you play the historical battles. The restrict cameras enabled for some reason. Alright, it seems like they're all trying to go down there. General versus general here. Alright, so basically, yeah, we're fighting two battles. And I need to get these hoplites. Here's a better look at it. So they're both in phalanx formation. The one's using the underhand with 2 arms, and the one's using overhand with 1 arm. Whoa, you get my general out of there. Generals are very key. I know they're key in every mod, but they're very key in this mod. The morale shoots down. Alright, they should crumble right here, and then we can focus on the phalanx. One thing I don't understand about this battle is Macedon, instead of just using their phalanx to the wall, they split their phalanxes up as if they're maniples. It's just stupid. Because it allows me to surround them, each and every one, and slowly but surely just destroy them. Like that, look at that. Stupid, stupid Macedonians. Okay. Oh, here we go. I'll go ahead and get their general. Pick them off. Oh, there goes an elephant. And they're pissed. Oh, well maybe he'll go, I was hoping he may go in the general, but that ain't happening. These guys are done. It's like Custer's last stand for these guys. Oh no, that's not good. I got it. If I can just kill their general. My Triari right behind. There we go. Alright, these guys are getting out. These guys are just like walking away from my Prinkabes. I don't know what their deal is. Some of the funniest things happen in Rome Total War. Oh no, my general. Get him out. Help my protests. They just need to break. So as you can see, we have a little bit different of a unit user interface. We have bars reflecting the balance of power, the morale, and the fatigue. Very, very useful in my opinion. As you can see, you'd think these guys are ready to break. Not even close. So I'm going to pull my general out of there. I don't need my general dying. See what these guys are doing. They're just chasing down people. Alright. Well, it looks like those. I'm going to let those Peltasts route whenever they do route. So I want to focus on keeping the high ground up here. Oh, they finally turned around and faced me. I really do enjoy the graphics. I know it's an old game and these are older graphics, but I have no problem with it. Like, I honestly like watching these battles and playing in these battles over the Rome 2 graphics. The Rome 2 graphics, I don't know. I feel like they maybe tried to do too much. It just doesn't look good to me, and it's disappointing. But they just look really strange and just very choppy and clay, like a clay. Like the units and models were like molded clay, and it just doesn't look right for me. Like the textures, maybe it's just the textures, I'm not sure. But I enjoy watching these units duke it out compared to the other ones. Alright. I'm not gonna lie. I may lose this battle. I'm just gonna announce that right now. I may lose this battle. I need to get these guys back into the fray. Hoping that those units that are routing don't turn back around. I'm just gonna walk them. No point in wearing them out. Alright, so these guys, they're losing pretty badly, but the morale's still there. They're steady, even though they're exhausted. They're surrounded now, so that should definitely help my guys out. Oh, they caught up to my general. Jeez. This guy's just a target. Alright. We before I get hit in the back. One thing we do need to work on rebalancing is we need to have a little bit better javelins. How good they are in killing people. Their lethality, I guess. They're not very lethal. I guess it depends on our unit. There's some units where it seems like all their javelins take out like 30 guys, but like there's a study right there. It looks like they only took out like one guy. Actually, I think I will win this battle. Just gotta take care of this guy. Get my general nearby for increased spirits. I'll go track them down, actually. Oh, there we are. That's one of the historical battles. And now, I will fight a quick battle. And how about that? I have quick battles in the game. It's crazy. I feel like the last time I was able to play a quick battle was in vanilla. But there's a way to enable them. There's a way to make them. It's simple, really. You just do a custom battle. You make the battle, and before you play the battle, you save it. You then go to your data custom folder, and you find your save file. You'll take that save file, and you'll put it in the folder that has all the quick battles. And then there you go. You'll have another quick battle. Well, what I did, I just remade the vanilla quick battles to be realistic quick battles. So I don't know which one we're going to be fighting, but here we go.